Well, this is not the game that I was wanting to do, but I was forced to go with it anyway because apparently it got moved and I didn't even know it. So this is gonna have to do. Sorry about this inconvenience, everybody, but we should be back to normal now. Well, we should be back to a normal schedule next for this next one. I'll be trying to keep track whenever I can. But welcome everybody to some more of this. And yeah. Should we go ahead and start declaring some take polls? Should we? I think it's still a little too early to be declaring tank polls for this season. But should we start declaring? Maybe in a couple weeks, we can start declaring some tank polls. Maybe. We'll just have to figure it out on the fly. We'll just figure it out on the fly, guys. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. But we're here for what's going to be an absolute crapshoot. It's probably the reason why nobody wants to tune in. This game actually he started the live thing a little bit earlier than usual. It's still about another 18 minutes before kickoff. So we have a little bit of time here. Columbus actually got 2 draws this season, hence the 5 points. But they have not been good. But man, Orlando's been kicking the bucket a lot. And I do mean a lot. A 1-5 start to the season this early. Let me see here. They won a home game, but they haven't even won a road game. So Columbus is like, really? And Orlando's just been falling apart throughout. Look at this goal differential for Orlando. -18 through 6 games. The worst goal differential in the league. That is quite the margin. But yeah, the whole thing. But yeah, the Pirates are the team to get that fourth playoff spot in the South. So yeah, that flag out there. Don't be expecting it to stay up for too much longer because it ain't gonna happen that way. Actually, I might just find something to just cover it, find some stuff to cover it up with. Maybe. Maybe I can move that Breaking Benjamin flag that I have over here and just put it over it to like cover it up or something. Who knows? Actually, I may just have the 2 flags switch spots. That'd probably be the thing I would end up doing. Have the flag switch spots. But I don't know. I don't think it'd be all that necessary. This current setup works just fine. There has to be something you can see that's sports related over there. So I may just leave it up. But it's pretty much not going to happen in forever. Speaking of teams that aren't even going to the playoffs, Portlanders have been way out of it for a while. They're set to suspend operations after the season's over. So this Wednesday, we're covering their final home game as of their run. Whether they remain in Iowa as the Heartlanders or if they go elsewhere, I don't know. But as for typical NHL stuff, Vegas and Edmonton both clinched. The Ducks are right there on the verge of clinching. The Avalanche got the President's Trophy. Mammoth are in. The final two spots are down to, well, the Ducks are likely going to get that next spot. So the final spot comes down to the Lakers, the Predators, the Jets, and the Sharks. It's most likely going to be between the Kings and Predators at this point. And it's probably going to end up being the Kings. Overtime merchants. It's what they've been all season, overtime merchants. In the East, the only spot that's even left that's available is that third place by the Metropolitan. And it's going to either go, and that final spot is going to go to either the Flyers, and at this point, either Capitals or Blue Jackets. Islanders, they just need a whole lot of miracles. Yeah, I doubt they're going to get it. Really doubt it. Really doubt it. So yeah, not exactly what you would think. But yeah, but anyway, there's the commentators for the whole shebang. This is the only game for today. Everyone else has already played. As far as this week goes, I can give you the results. Toronto and Cincinnati ended a draw. Philly finally got finally got a win over Montreal. I think no, I think Philly actually already had some wins. It's I haven't kept track with Philly with how they started. Where is Philly at now? Yeah, oh, okay, there it is. They finally won their first game of the season. They're winless no more. Galaxy beat Austin. Portland beat LAFC. Vancouver is still being Vancouver. New England, whatever. Miami tied with Red Bulls. Charlotte falls to Nashville. San Jose is proving to be the better San Jose. A draw between Dallas and St. Louis. We'll be talking about Dallas soon enough. Chicago Fire beat Atlanta. The Colorado Rapids were able to bounce back from that other choke job. And Minnesota managed to get the win over San Diego. And so we now they were just talking about some players and stuff. So let's take a look at who's starting at net for each side and their lineups based on what info I'm given. Of course, though, some teams will run variants based on the lineups provided. So for Columbus, Patrick Schultz is going to be in at net. Oh, it's Schulte. Patrick Schulte will be in at net. For Columbus, default choice is a 4-4-2. I'll be seeing if they run any variants. Also running a 4-4-2, we'll be seeing if they run any variants, is Orlando. Their starting goalie is Maxime Crepeau. I'm actually paying more attention to pronunciation spots. Maxime Crepeau. So we got Crepeau and Schulte. That's actually not that bad. I like how they list out how you actually have to pronounce the name. Like, here's Gomes. Well, they only do it for certain names anyway. If nobody knows how to actually pronounce it. Like with Camacho. Rudy Camacho for the I'm guessing based on what you just said, what you're saying there, I'm taking a guess as to being one of the variants of Spanish. Let me see if I can try to pronounce that. Saludos desde Mexico. Oh, just making an attempt at this here. Just making an attempt. I if you try to ask me to translate it, chances are I probably don't remember much from my Spanish classes. But hey, that's the fun of things here. So it's supposed to be greetings from as far as I could find it's supposed to be greetings from Mexico. I'm sure somebody will correct it. I'm sure somebody will correct it. It's fine. We're all about trying to learn over here. We're all about trying to learn how to pronounce things and whatnot. Yeah, I remember like fifth grade, somewhere in fifth grade before I had to start going through homeschool. Well, the place I transferred to were had had us having to go through the Rosetta Stone Spanish stuff. I did kind of continue through the entire thing, but I couldn't really process much of the at that particular time. I couldn't process too much of the language. I did eventually go through a Latin course as well. A lot of the languages derived through Latin. I probably don't remember much of that either. But I have been working on getting better at my pronunciations. I'm still nowhere close to good at them. I'll just say that up front. But when you, but I will say, learning some of the ways you're supposed to pronounce certain things has actually helped with better pronouncing some of these names you see in like the world of hockey. Because there's plenty of different names that are through the world of hockey, like and in more recent times, there's been some related to like basketball, like with Giannis. That is quite the case for him. I think Ovech, and I don't know if it'll be after this season or not, but I think Ovechkin's about to call it a career and go back to the KHL. I think. I could be wrong though. But when his career does come to an end, he is going to go to the KHL to finish it off. I think he goes to the KHL because I think I think that's where he came from. But it's interesting to see how things turn out. Also, I don't know what this music bee thing is. Oh, that makes sense. But the game is officially underway in Columbus. We switch it over to feed. There we go. The game is underway. I may just pull it up in the MLS app too, just be on the safe side. Since I'm about to do some stuff on a laptop. Just give me all the events, okay? So yeah. We got a variety of things here. If there's one thing I've learned from having to try to learn a language from a source like Rosetta Stone or Duolingo even, is that some is that they are a okay way to start. But if I ever want to try to fully learn the language proper, I would be much better off going with an actual tutor. Like paying the money for a literal tutor. Will I do that at some point? I have no clue. It probably would depend on the kind of job I would have to work with. Really would depend on the kind of job I would have to work with. So they both didn't make any alterations. They just went with the base 442. Yeah, that was the thing right there. There's a video I want to watch that went live at the exact same time. Oh yeah, definitely be careful if you're on Discord and stuff. Gee. So, yeah, it's just crazy. So there's Henrik Rydstrom. No. So then yeah, we're trying to keep up with stuff here. And on the free kick, Orlando. Huh. Yeah, there's definitely some craziness here. But Orlando. Eh, sorry if I'm not keeping track too much. But Knuckles again incorrect and stuff. But here's Orlando on a breakaway, and that's gonna be stopped by Columbus. Now, I'm trying to. It's not easy, okay? Oh yeah, Martin Perelman. Oh yeah, 23 goals allowed a season for Orlando through 6 games. Wow. There is use. Man, I guess there would be use for possession and control favoring Orlando. But in Columbus, oh yeah, try to block it. They were right there in the way. Hey, like, uh, hey, did something just hit my foot? Like, I'm just trying to get in position here, man. Did something just hit my foot? Oh wow. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Apparently, there was an impressive shot in this video here. But so, I'm trying to watch a game and I'm just hearing Knuckles coping over a golf at your friend's game. Soccer golf. Am I right, everybody? It's soccer golf. Um, yeah, this has been pretty straightforward. Oh. And wait, that went way off wide. Went all the way to the left there for Orlando. Who was that was kicking for him? Did Tyler Bass decide to choke? I'm trying to find stuff to talk about for this game. That's the thing. Knuckles just eating his own words in this video here. uh, I just love how they just make a reference to Finn McKenty. Watch this jive. But here's a corner for no, that's just gonna be stopped in its tracks. Man, and well, I finally got something to talk about. Orlando managed to get in the net. I didn't even fix it to the right part in time. There we go. And yeah, there it is. It's a goal for Orlando. Marco Pasalic is able to get it in, and he's going to get the credit. I just had to hear that bit. It's just crazy how things are. They show 3-2-1 in the last 6 matches at Columbus. So they're definitely going back and forth a little bit. Orlando finally on the board at this point. Oh yeah, and then Crew hasn't been doing that hot in their last 6 apparently either. So they're looking to try to start something. I didn't even notice those parts, but apparently it's worth noting now. Back to the coach sitting there just looking at an iPad like, look like we're doing this wrong and this wrong. I hope Jimmy Haslam doesn't fire me. You get it? Because Jimmy Haslam owns the team. Oh, Jesus. All I mentioned about water. Oh, the people who hate Bobby Blake. I'm trying to watch. Ugh. Oh. And here's Orlando trying to go for another opportunity. And that shot is stopped right before it could even be taken. And and jeez, I'm trying to eventually see something that's going on. Are they gonna give him a yellow? Well, it's over because they had to do a little shout out thing and they gotta do it at part 9. Did they give a yellow? Any? Did they give a yellow or is that just not happening? I swear, it's like a rough discretion thing, but it was a short video anyway. I'm just glad that's over with. So I can actually focus fully on this. Somewhat. Hopefully we can get some interesting stuff that other than just the goal. They tried. Oh, that they're showing a replay of Orlando trying to get one set up. But yeah, that ended up apparently replaying the wide shot. So I'm just hoping that didn't mess up the camera. Okay, it didn't mess up the camera. I'm starting to get concerned with this thing. And with how much it wants to act up. I was having to sort through this thing before I could even get this thing started earlier. Like I don't remember having to reset it so many times before. Oh yeah, I should probably go ahead and set my alarm. Did not mean to have that open like that. Looking, it's gonna end up in the hands or well, I mean the feet of Orlando, not the hands. You don't use your hands in this sport. Get that messed up frequently. And we have a Columbus player that's still down. That that wasn't. I was just looking at the replay. That wasn't anything to do with the players. He he likely had something just give in as he was trying to go in for it. I don't think that's worthy of it. I don't think that's worthy of a foul. Yeah, that's a non-contact. That was non-contact. Saying it could be a knee, probably a thigh. They might be it. It's possible they might be getting ready to make a use of a substitution, and if it turns out to be serious enough to where they got uh take him to get medically examined. Looks like he is able. Looks like Abu Ali is able to get up on his own power. Look, they're saying he's gonna at least try as he jogs to midfield. He has to sit out for about a minute. You spend a minute down the man. So this could be where Orlando improves. But it could also be, who knows? Of what? No. So Blue Ali is gonna try. So Blue Ali is gonna try to tough it out. We'll see how long he lasts before he has to be subbed off. But that is something to keep an eye on. But I can definitely tell you if it get if he feels it getting worse or not getting any better, he's gonna have to come off the pitch. That's just truth. He's gonna have to be mindful of his pace. That's an important thing right now. So we'll see how long Abu Ali lasts for. But I do think it's possible he gets subbed out by the end of the half. Maybe even as a halftime sub. I got some makeup stuff. And now all gonna have to drive it in, but it's gonna be stopped. No. That's something that I appreciate the commentators putting out there. But you can definitely tell he's not all that confident. He's just taking it a little bit at a time. I'll just be trying to hear if he's gonna have to come off. Not sure. Purple and yellow being worn together. I don't like that combination much. I don't like the combination of purple and yellow. This doesn't look right. Whoa, that is quite the stop. And yeah, Abdul Ali is just down. Yeah, I think his time's done. Yeah, a bit of a delay on stopping the play. He just he just hurt his knee. His time's just done. They gotta use a sub here. I don't even need to pay attention to what's gonna happen. He he was signaling that he needs to sub. He just straight up crumbled, non-contact. His knee just gave. Columbus has just got. Columbus has no choice. They gotta go for the sub. That's it. Boo Ali is just gonna have to come off. And they just brought out the stretcher to get him off the pitch. He tried, but yeah, that wasn't the right move. Because his knee just gave. And Harborner is going to be the guy who comes in for him. If he tore it, if he tore it, he's going to be out by a long time. That's if he ended up tearing it, he's gonna miss substantial time if he even comes back this season at all. If I'm Columbus right now, I'm thinking worst case scenario. Oh, checking for maybe a torn ACL, given the general area. I'm I'm looking for possibly a torn. I'm looking at the ACL. I'm looking for a tear of some kind in that general area. in terms of worst case scenarios. I don't think it'll just be a simple knee. I don't think it's as simple as just a knee injury. Based on the way he went down and such, I think it's possible. I'm thinking it in of. I'm thinking it could be a could something may have torn. That's my thinking. I think it's possible something tore. I'll try to. I, I'll try to keep up to see what goes on. I don't. They have. I think they have to bring up the fact that he got injured or what kind of injury it is. I don't know if it's a complete tear or a partial tear. I think there might have been a tear involved because he tried to. Because he tried to play it out, possibly till the end and a half to see how he's doing, but it just gave. We don't see injuries like that occur that often, but they do happen. Players players getting hurt can get hurt like that in soccer too. For how much they flop around, it's possible you can get injured from just flopping around. Like who knows? Who knows what kind of how badly you flop. Quick corner. That is wide. I think that was just wide. Yeah, that was locked to wide or barely touched as it was going wide. There's definitely gonna be a lot of stoppage time here in this first half. And I'm definitely going to need some water after this. I don't think anybody predicted how that first half would have gone in general. And they do raise the flag for offside. Oof. Seriously though, I wonder what's going on in Jimmy Haslam's head. And there is a yellow card shown. Iago Diodoro for no, okay, so his the full name, oh boy. For Orlando. Iago Teodoro da Silva. No, I forgot a part. Let me try this again. Iago Teodoro da Silva Nogueira. That is a mouthful. No wonder why they just only call him Iago. Even on the back of his jersey. But Iago just got shown a yellow for, so he has to be careful now. And there's another Columbus player slow to get up. But I think he's able to get up just fine. And the foul is drawn. And there's a yellow coming out. Think they called it on Rudy Camacho, apparently. Oh, they changed it now. It's actually been corrected. It was actually David Baralca. No, David Bracalo, who actually got called with the yellow. Probably for after the fact. So all kinds of fouls is going on. For some reason, and they initially showed on the feed thing it was for a Columbus player, but no, it was actually for Orlando. I was like, that makes no sense. But now they fixed it. Okay, yeah. And all kinds of challenges there. So Columbus, that's get the way. It's gonna be a corner. Columbus is gonna get another a chance to score again. And Crepo is the execution. And there's the save from Crepo. As we're gonna get quite a bit of stoppage time here. It's gonna be 6 minutes of stoppage. And most of it is just from the injury to Abu Ali, who had a non-contact injury. Tried to tough it out, but leg gave. Knee gave. They don't take the car out there. They bring out a pair of people that carry a stretcher. They only bring out the car when it's absolute. The way their sides are set up, why would they want to bring the car out? I'm definitely gonna have to give me a drink of water as soon as this half is over. It's just crazy how this stuff goes. And there there's definitely gonna be a free kick. Thank you out. So the free kick isn't able to go anywhere. And that ball floating and that is being kicked. Oh, be a corner. There's the corner. Columbus retaining possession. Time winding down in his first half. Orlando takes it over. Kicks it out. It'll be a throw in. Columbus loss. It's going to end up being kicked back into their feet. That ball is not the way. And it's going to be sent all the way across the pitch. And there was an Orlando player there to handle it, but he couldn't do it. As we Columbus looking to try to get in before the end of the half. Orlando not able to get it clear. Columbus gets possession right back. And that ball is getting all the way down the half pitch. And that just is rolled out. And that's going to be the half. Look, that is some first half it was. So I'm going to try to go get me some water. And we're going to have to be right back with this. Oof. I didn't think I'd be losing my voice. He's like that. Or at least get close to losing my voice like that. I'm gonna do a better job at this. Normally. Oh, but yeah. I will I will be covering the playoff games the Pirates go through, by the way. I'm not gonna be able to cover all of them, based on the scheduling. Let me see if I can pull up the schedule for this. Let me see if I can just pull up the schedule. Alright, here we go. It's a 2-3-2 format. So the 24th is so the 24th and the 25th are the first two games. I can make reference to the MLS schedule to help. I would need a better look. So let me see if I can get a better look at the MLS scheduling. So looks like 6th through 12th counts as a week. 13th through 19th counts as a week. 20th through the 26th is quite interesting here. Let me see here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on a Wednesday. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then Sunday the 26th. Okay. Then that one's gonna be interesting. I'll have to pay close attention to how they notate things. I'll have to pay close attention to that. And then it's 29th. Then it's May 1st to May 2nd, if necessary. It was like depending on the day, I could get away with transition stuff. But some days are gonna be easier to manage than others. Then the other, if needed, days are May 4th and 5th. So I'll have to pay close attention to the schedules for both. Of course, I'll have to do the same thing if Pirates advance. But the moment the Pirates are eliminated, that's when the season ends. Not gonna be easy to keep track of stuff. Not gonna be easy. Think they're bad for the second half. Man, these promo nights. It's more effort than what the Icemen have been doing with their promo nights as of late. There were no halftime changes. So we can do the second half. Start the second half like normal. I don't think I ever mentioned this, but I did actually get to see the Mario Galaxy movie myself. It was alright. I wouldn't say it was great. It definitely had its flaws. It's and it's I would kind of prefer this one. I mean, I would probably call this interchangeable with the first one, about a 6 or a 7. And for the first one, and I would go for more like a 7, I guess, for this second one. I do like that Star Fox got his screen time. Not saying how much it is, but I'm just glad he got his screen time. Apparently, there might be a Star Fox game in the works. Maybe. Just watch it be another version of the first Star Fox. Oh yeah, there's basketball going on right now, I guess. Like I care. Basketball's going basketball. I just did that to hold me over for a little bit. NBA definitely needs to fix their scheduling. Win probability definitely shifted again, didn't it? Find it weird. Somebody would think certain things. I'm trying to minimize the little voice thing right now. Geez, man's ready to do the answer thing already? Come on. There ain't even a wagon. They're probably looking at some backwash stuff first. It's a shorter album. Great, I think I had a pinfall. At that stylish pinfall. A stylish pen designed specifically for an iPad. So that was my glasses too. Dang it! Everything's falling today. That went way over. There it is. Wow. Wait. So when? Yeah, that's what I thought about the point of divisions. Trying to argue logic with me over how tiebreakers work? Nope. It's the Raptors who have the tiebreaker over the Hawks. They took the 5 seed. So there was a yellow card to Steven Moreira a little earlier. I have somebody trying to argue that a Magic's comeback would have meant a three-way tiebreaker. I don't see how winning. I don't see how a division winner for a division that team that is not in that same division gets tiebreaker. Oh yeah, there's a substitution inbound. Yeah, there's the substitution. And it's for Columbus. It's their second. Actually, they did two of them. So Gomes is gone for DRA and Herrera's off for Picard. Now Orlando's using some substitutions. Also, the New York Islanders have been eliminated from the playoffs. So Testa is coming out for Altavio. Having somebody arguing how tiebreaker methods work. I, I need to look at the NBA tiebreakers. Man, this has just been normal business here. Just normal business. And that's a miss. Orlando misses. Seriously. Yeah, it's just, well, I guess Orlando made another sub. Dorsey's off for Tiafi. Oh, Tiafi. Bearing the source is Tommy Beer. My thing is that if you're giving me a source that specifically relies on the Knicks of all teams, there's just not much going on here. Well, there's more substitutions. Looks like Orlando's using one right now. So Yago got subbed out for Marin. Well, there goes the attempt to get it in. So that's another substitution for Orlando. Jansen coming off for Reed Brown over medical stuff. Looking in. That's in the net! Columbus gets it in! Diego Rossi is the one who's gonna get it in. And this game is tied. Finally, something interesting. And yeah, here comes a yellow for Marin. And the final two substitutions are going to start to come in for Columbus. Jambus is being subbed out for Bangora, and Moreira is being subbed out for Gazdag. And here's another yellow. This one's for Marco Pasalic. So remember, Orlando still has one substitution available. Yeah, we're gonna see how much stoppage time there's gonna be after this. And it's very possible this could be our first draw of the game of the season on this channel. No, really. There is a realistic chance that this game ends in a draw. You can tell I'm bored from this. It's crazy how, despite all this silence that's happened here and there, about 200 people still, out of their own curiosity, spared a couple seconds. By the way, it's 10 minutes of stoppage time, people. We're going a minute 100 with this one. That's right. It's going to minute 100. So we'll see if either team can score a second goal before the end of the 10 minutes. You can definitely. I haven't seen much of anything proper go on. Yeah, this. Yeah, it seems like neither side is really trying that much at this point. Does Columbus be that content with selling with a draw? Yeah, it's looking like this is just gonna end in a draw. I guess they're just content with draws for whatever reason. Damn it! Well, that's definitely a way to end it for sure. Are they hoping? Is Columbus hoping to take the lead before the game ends? No, they probably won't be able to do so now. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're actually going to be able to do it. I don't think anybody's going to be able to pull off a goal in time. And that's the end of the match there. It ended a draw, one apiece. Yes, that's how this game is going to end. So, I guess at this point, I can just thank you all so much for tuning in to this. Whatever this was. I'm not sure how this was supposed to go for anybody, but thank you all so much for tuning in. And until next time, travel safely.